Okay, so guys, I started connecting the wiring harness. This is just a disaster. That means you can drive legally on the streets with these lights. They're not too bright or anything. And yeah, originally they don't have that, so I built those myself. Now I'm just connecting everything, the ECUs and everything, just so I have that all placed. Then I'm gonna disconnect the wiring harness and then go over all the plugs tomorrow. Pretty much the plugs that I ordered, they kind of look like these ones. It's a big set, so I'm just gonna have to connect all those, make all the wiring work. And yeah, just take out all this disaster. Like there's just a wire just cut out, you know. It's crazy things like that that I have to take care of right now, and it's just a pain, to be honest. So this wiring harness is like the craziest. He has cables cut. He had this connected over plastic, so of course that's gonna work. So gonna connect all those cables again, see what that goes to the rectifying box, I think that's what it's called. Sensor, random parts like we already know. So this is stock. This is what it should look like. Color match, color match. And wait, I don't think that color matched. So these colors don't match. We got two wires going to the ground connecting to somewhere, so I'm thinking that that's on the other side as well. Here's the cables. Oh no, he changed it on this side too. So we have, oh no, he didn't. So there's a connector, two of them. So there's the ground, there's the random wires coming out. Here's a computer box. I can't find any information about it, but it's connected with just two wires instead of the four. So we have to go over everything. This is kind of a disaster, and we'll fix all that, make it all look clean, and hopefully I'll show you guys what this thing can be looking like, worth more and everything, with some more time spent on it than this and everything. Okay, so we have the Banshee frame outside. I'll be grabbing all the parts to put her together. Okay, so the swing arm is in. Got the shocks installed, put an axle in. That's not for right now. I can't get this bolt off, so I'm just putting this one on for now, just to get it a roller. I will be swapping out the axle to the original later on. So next I'll have to get the hubs for here, slap the hubs on, put the motor in, get the A-arms and the front shocks on, then it's pretty much going to be a roller already. Okay, so it's another day. I'm going to continue working on the Banshee. I got all four tires on, suspension, motors in. Now I'll be doing the wiring, trying to wire some of it, trying to connect the battery, test it, and yeah, just put on all the pieces. Okay, so the quad is slowly getting worked on. Now we're just trying to figure out this whole salad. All of this, all the connectors, will probably be taking the fuses just to put that to the battery. This box looks like it's been overheated. Okay guys, so I will be floating the stator. I had a battery connected to it and it was like all self-made. This was all done incorrectly. I will be having to take the minus and send my own wire through to make this a floating stator. I will be rewiring the whole harness myself, cleaning all this stuff up, and hopefully the Banshee won't give us too many problems. But right now, pretty much what I'll be doing is I'll be taking this off and just setting a wire in between, kind of going like these gaps, just to connect it to the harness. And then I will have my negative point to go off of into the harness. I will be filming some of it. I'm filming in different languages. I'll be trying to keep everyone in the loop. And now I'll be cutting the minus from the ground here, and I'll be connecting the wires so that when I connect it to the harness, it will all just work out and should be ready to go right there. I'll just show the finished product. Okay, so the Banshee stator is floated. I have a connector here that's connected. It's connected to the wire there, so we don't have that connected anymore. And it just comes out as the black wire here. So let's hope everything goes well. Wires I tried not to pinch. I tried to lead them in between here and in between the gaps. And yeah, so this is the stator is done. I can pretty much install that to the quad and keep going from there. So the floating stator is installed now. I will be putting in the half moon and everything onto it, some Loctite onto the nut, closing this up. After that, I can put down all the wiring and test it. The speedometer with all the blinkers and everything, all the light switches, everything has to work. The trailer hitch is also going to get connected. I have to somehow test that. So this is still a project, but step by step I'm hopefully getting her going. She should run, definitely. If not, we will get her running. Okay, so guys, I am shortening the chain, so this has to come out and this beautiful piece has to come out to have the perfect length. Then that will go on the quad. I will show you guys everything when it's done. Okay, so I got the spindle here. One came okay. The other one, I guess he couldn't get off with home tools. Now I have to come take her off. I'll be using a push system, and we'll just push them out and see. Hopefully it works. Okay, so I got the two pieces out. Now this is ready to go on the quad. I'm just gonna clean that up a bit. Well, that's what she looks like. Okay guys, so I have 5 liters in there. I have to mix that 32-to-1. I have this CDI connected to the ground with the ignition coil pack, so I have spark. Now we will just be connecting this to the carburetors just to start it, just to hear it run. The tension of the chain is still too much. For now, I just want to hear it run. I'm not going to really drive it or anything, just to hear it run. Record it in German, English, and Russian, and eventually make some moves on this thing. So the sprocket over here, I have a different one to come from the mill, so I can change that because I have no slack here and I need 1.5 inches up and down in between there. So I won't be driving it. I will just start it just to hear it run and go from there. Okay, so I have the tank all connected. Just have everything just set up just to get the flow going. It's not professionally done. It's just to test the engine. That being said, I have everything connected. I'll be checking for leaks. Oh, we can check that together. If there's no leaks, which I don't think there is, we can start her up. I'll just film this in 2 other languages real quick. And yeah, then we'll hear her run, hopefully. Okay, so it's another day. Today I will be swapping this out for a legal clutch lever. And this one was too short anyway, so I had to kind of makeshift something just to test it. This is not like it's professional. But, so I'll be changing that today. Today I will also be changing the hoses because I have a little leak from this connection right there. I have to order a new choke because it's leaking down here. So that will get ordered up. Other than that, right now I could start wiring from the battery to all the switches. Make sure all the blinkers work, all the lights work, on-off switches and stuff. Okay, so I just had the bike running. I just put a different sprocket on the smaller one so the chain fits on. Had not enough slack on there. Make sure that's all good. Then right now the cable is still leaking right here. I will be fixing that the next couple of days. This is just kind of prepped up to make it run to see how it's doing. Next I have to wire the speedometer to the on-off switch to the battery to get power for the speedometer for when you turn on the key. And it's going through all the fuses. I'll be using this fuse to go to the speedometer, and then these 4 fuses will be going for the light switches, the horn, the high beams and the low beams. After all that's done, I'll just keep recording whatever I do with this thing. And yeah, thing goes pretty good. Just drifted it a little bit. So I have the Banshee all dialed in right now. It sounds very good, sounding beautiful. Okay, the buddy's gonna take it for a little spin.
Well,
He's gonna
time, guys, so
I'll be the camera guy.
She gives when she wants it. But let's not swear on YouTube. Mach mal hier couple. Rev it up a bit. Ah, yeah, that's what it is. Turn it on, ganz kurz. Turn it on. Einfach the lever on the left there. Mach ein paar Drift.
No. Okay guys, so the Banshee, we'll do a cold start. Everything's cold. I just came from work just to show you guys some kind of content. How she starts everything. It's not wired yet or anything. I will just kick it, do a couple drifts, and then let the buddy drive. And yeah, for that being said,
Give it.
I will just have to turn fuel. No, fuel is on. And we'll choke it quick.
Do a couple donuts. No.
Couple donuts.
Do a couple donuts, I'll come pretty close. I'll try to come as close. Warte, bitte. We still have to turn the throttle up just a tad bit. Yeah. I can grab the seat. I can grab, well, no, you don't have the same balance. I think we got the carburetor a little set. It's not fully set, but I hope we have better gas. Because it was bogging a bit. Yeah, no, it's still bogging.